Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and this will be part 22 of this series, and I think this will be the last part of this series before deploying this project to the Vercel. So now in this project, now we are going to make the profile page here, and in that we are going to add collections like and other stuff that we have done over the home page or maybe to each individual pages. So we are going to show all that data over there. Okay, so now let's make that page. So for that, let's go to our project here, and here inside app we are going to make one more folder that would be profile, and inside that add user id in all catch out, and then add page.tsx. okay, and now let's also add a layout here, since this page will have different layout than the other pages. So in the in this route we are going to add one more file that would be layout.tsx. So this will be one of the file. We are going to add many files over here. So we can write import neighbor. We are going to show neighbor here, and okay, and also we are going to show some info and menu which we are going to make over here. So let's make those components as well. So this will be profile info.tsx, and other will be menu.tsx. so these two components we are going to use in the layout. So let's make that the framework for now. So now let's go here and import those components. So this will be profile info, and also import the menu, and then we are going to define our layout. So export default function, and this will be our profile layout. Now this will have children and parents, and let's define the types as well. So children will have type React Node, and the parents will have the type. Inside that we are going to have the user ID, which will be a type of string. Okay, so since this is all catched out, we are going to get our user ID from this. Okay, and now we can define our function over here, and we are going to return a section. Okay, and I think we are getting some kind of error here. Okay, this is not error function, this is simple function. And inside the section we are going to add a neighbor. Close this, and then profile info, and then we are going to have the menu, in which we are going to pass the user ID. Okay, or we can pass whole params here. Okay, and after that we are going to have our children's here. Now let's define our menu first. So let's go to the menu, and first we are going to define the props, and we can write params, and then params. This will have user ID, and this will be a type of string. Okay, now after that we are going to use path name here. So we need to make this a client component. Use client, and we are going to use path names. From that we are going to get path name or path of our current URL. So you can use path name, and we are going to get the last path of the path name. So we can write const last path is equals to path name dot split. We are going to split by slash, and then slice it -1. We are going to get the last. We are going to actually slice from the back, and we are going to get the first value, which typically means we are going to get the last value of our URL, and then we are going to use it here. So give this a class name of MaxW screen Excel and MX Auto, and inside this div add one more div. Okay, and give this class name as well of border B. Okay, and inside this we are going to have another list. Give this a class name of flex item center space x7 and font semi-bold and text base. Okay, base and my5. Now inside this another list we are going to have bunch of links, so we are going to import that from next link, and now this will have href. So this will be href, and the url will be, and the path will be profile, which is this slash the params dot user id slash shorts. Okay, and then add a class name over here, and here we can use this, and here we're going to check first if the last path if this is equals to params dot user id, then or the last path, then we are going to, or the last path is equals to shorts, then we are going to go with p1 px2 and rounded full, and bg neutral of 200, otherwise we are going to do nothing here. Okay, and after that inside this link we can write work. So these are the shorts that our user have created. Okay, and now we can duplicate this and make some more routes. I'm going to copy that from my GitHub, and you can do that same here, because otherwise this is going to take some while. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy that from my GitHub and paste over here. Okay, and here I think, yeah, this is small gap, so I'm going to actually make this small as well, and then I can make this small as well. Okay, so this is all we have to do in the menu. Now we can go to the profile info page. Let's go over here, and we can make this as well. Now this will be a server component, and here we are going to actually import auth. Okay, and from auth we are going to get session, so we can write const session is equals to await auth, and we are going to make this asynchronous component, and give this a class name of flex item center justify center and my20. Okay, now inside this div add one more div, give this a class name of maxw screen sm and mx auto to make everything in center. Add one more div. Okay, and give this class name as well of flex item center and space x4, and then add one more div and give this class name as well of w of 100 pixels and h of 100 pixels of flex item center justify center text white rounded full bg orange of 600 and relative. Okay, now inside that we're going to have a p tag, give this a class name of text 6xl, and then we are going to get the first character of the name of the user. So session dot user dot name dot char80. Okay, and then below this make one more div, there is a class name No, we do not have to give this a class name. Inside that, add h1 tag, give this a class name of text 3xl and font semi-bold, and here we can get all the right full username. And actually let's make this h1 and this one p. Okay, now we can save this and this, and now we should have something over here. Okay, so this is the now profile page, this is the logged in user username, and we have some menus over here. Now this is work, which is actually the current profile page, and this also leads you to the short page, okay, and other pages. Okay, so we are going to make all the pages over here now. Okay, so let's first make a short page inside profile. So I would go inside the user ID, and inside that make the shorts, and then add the page.tsx, okay, and tsrfc. Now let's save and go back here, and now if I click on this, I should have the page. Okay, as you can see. Now this what we say, this profile info and this menu is in the layout, so we are going to see this on each page. Okay, so yeah, so as you can see, nothing changes over here. We are just moving back and come back to the main profile page. Okay, so yeah, now one more component make here, and that would be user shorts.tsx, and what we are going to do, we are going to import that over here, user shorts. Let's go over here again. Okay, and first let's make this a client component, use client, and then we are going to use vect query over here. So we can add const data, and that would be short data. So we are actually going to fetch all the data, all the shorts that is made by this user using the vect query. So here is query, not queries, this will be query, and then add the query key, that would be profile short, and then query function. Okay, so the query function will be asynchronous, and then we are going to get the shorts const. I think we can remove this also. So shorts is equals to await get short by user. Okay, get more short by user. Okay, so actually we need to make that function here. So I'm going to first write here get shorts by user, and then I'm going to actually return the shorts here. Okay, now let's go to the action, and then I think short, here we can add that export const get shorts by user, and this will be asynchronous, and we do not need to pass anything since we are going to get our user ID from this auth. So we can write const session await auth, and then we can use try and catch here. Okay, and let's write const more shorts is equals to await prisma dot upload dot find many, not find first, find many. Okay, and then we are going to use a where condition where user id will be session dot user dot id, and actually we can check over here if we have a session or not. So session dot user dot id, if if we do not have this, then I'm just going to return, okay. And yeah, otherwise we are going to go ahead and we are going to fetch the shorts, and also we are going to include only specific things, and that would be items. So make it this true, and then order by will be created at decreasing, okay. So we want the latest one to be first, and lastly we can return the more shorts. Now here we can console the error, so console.error, and we can write error fetching more shorts and by user, and then error, and then we can return null as well here and here as well, okay. So now let's save and go back to our page, so user shorts, and now we can import that from actions, okay. Now after this let's start our JSX. So class name pt can max w screen excel and Next-Auth to make everything in center. Now inside this add one more div and give this a class name of grid calls 4, and this will for larger devices, and md grid calls 3 and sm grid calls 2, otherwise grid calls 1, and cap I'm going to go with the 10. Now after that we are going to actually map over the short data, so I'm going to add short data dot map, and we are going to get the short here, use the small braces, and then we can use each short over here. Inside that we are going to pass short, one sec, I think, okay, let's do it this again. Add arrow here and add a curly braces and then each short, okay, and then we can pass the short over here, which will be short and then key, and key will be short dot id, okay. And here this is saying that user is missing in the item. Let's go over here and let's see what this is asking. So this is asking the short, which will be type of this. So this is also asking for the user. So let's close this and go here again, and we can include that as well and make this true. Now we should not have any kind of problems here, and if we go over here, refresh the page, and then let's go to the work page, which is shorts, and now we should see our shorts here, as you can see. Now what we can do, since the short page and the main profile page is same, so I'm going to add the user shorts here as well, okay, so that when I'm on the short page I get this, and when I'm on the profile page I still see this, okay. So yeah, this will be for the short page. Now let's work on the collection and like short page, and the boosted short, this is just on the Dribbble, so that is why I made this, but you can just leave this, or you can completely remove this from here, okay. So I'm just going to make this page, but I'm not going to add anything over here, okay. So here I'm going to make multiple pages now. So first will be about, then boosted, and then we are going to have collections, and then drafts. And yeah, now let's work on this like and the collections. For that, go to the like page and make the component page.tsx. In this page, we are going to have a component that would be a liked post, okay, .tsx. And okay, now first make this a client component, okay, and here make a state that will be const show title and set show title is equals to use state, and this will be a type of boolean. Okay, so using this we are going to show the title when we hover over the shot, okay. And now let's get all the liked shot by this user, so we can write const data, and this will be like short data, and use query, not queries, use query, and this will have query key which will be like short, and I'm going to add profile here, okay. And then we are going to have query function. Now I have not made the function yet, so let's write for now like this: const shorts await get all liked shot by user, and then we are going to return the shots. Now let's copy this and go to this actions in the shot, and I'm going to make that function now. So export const, this will be asynchronous, and we do not have to pass anything here. First get the session here, so we can write const session is equals to await auth, and we are going to check if we have a user or not. So we can write if we do not have the user, session dot user, then we are going to return empty array. Otherwise we are going to get the user id from the session. So user id is equals to session dot user dot id, and okay, if this should be if, yeah. Now after getting the user id, we are going to use try and catch, and here we are going to get the like. So const liked shots is equals to await prisma dot like dot find many, and where the user id is user id, and then we are going to include some things. So include upload, and from the upload we are going to include the items, okay. So items which will be true. Now I do not want actually this whole data, I only want this upload data. So in the inside upload we are going to have items and this other thing, okay. So what I can do, I can filter that out by using map. So like shots is equals to like shot dot map, and again like, and I only want like dot upload, okay. And then I can return like shot, this one, okay. Now otherwise I'm going to console the error getting liked shot by user and pass error, and also I can return empty array. Now let's go here and I can import that from actions, and then I can use in the JSX. So let's start writing a JSX here. Yeah, let's give this Dribbble class name for pt10, and max w screen Excel and MX Auto to make everything in center. Okay, and make one more div, give this class name of grid, gap will be 10, and LG grid calls 4, and MD grid calls 3, and SM grid calls 2, and otherwise grid calls 1. Grid calls 1. Now after that I'm going to map over the liked short data. So liked short data dot map. From this I'm going to get the short, and we are going to use the small braces. Add a div over here. I'll give this class name of w full h full cursor pointer position relative, and after that on mouse enter I'm going to set this set show title to true, and on mouse leave I'm going to make that false. Okay, and now after that inside this I'm going to add an image, so we can get that from next image. For the SRC we can actually go to I think each shot, and I think I have made the function over here. This is the first item, so I can copy this and then paste over here. Okay, and this is short, so I can pass the short here, and this will be a type of let's say what is the type here. So we can see the type is short data type, so I can go over here and declare that short data type. Okay, and also import this type, and then I can remove this, and actually let's use curly braces here instead of small braces. Okay, and then we have to return, and inside this we can add this div. Okay, and here I can call that function. So let's again go to the each shot. I can copy this and then paste over here, and I can pass the shot. Now this will give me an error because this shot does not include the user ID, so the user data. So I can just write it like this, because I think we do not need the user data here. Okay, and I can then use this to get my content, which is actually the URL. So I'm going to get that as well from each shot. So this is it. I can copy this. Okay, so I think this is the image and videos, and okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the users. So this is the first image or maybe video, so I can just copy these two and go back to the light shot and paste it over here. Yeah, and that should do the work. Okay, if I save this and go back here, now let's go to the light shot, and as you can see we are getting only the images or videos as well. So this is working, and now let's continue working writing our JSX. So below this video or image I can add one more div. I'll give this a class name of pt2 flex item center, and justify between and w full, and then add one more div, give this a class name of flex item center and space x1 and relative position, and w will be full, sorry, not 0, this will be full. And now inside this div I can add a image, so I can add the author image. Okay, so let's go to the eShot and I can get those data from here. And since we are using the users data, I think we need to include those data as well from our function. So I think over here, let's go to this function and I can include maybe over here along with item I can include user as well, and that should solve the problem. Yeah, now we should not have any kind of problem. I can save this and you can see I am getting the user's icon and the name. Okay, with that done, let's go below this div. Okay, so inside this div, let me restructure this. Below this div, add one more div, give this a class name of text extra small and flex item center and space x1 and text neutral of 500. And now inside this we can add one more div and give this a class name as well, flex item center and space x1. And then inside this we can add the number of likes. So I'm going to go to my GitHub and copy the span and that copy some code, because we are going to use SVG here and the like is 55. So this is going to look like this. Okay, now actually let's get this number. So how many like this particular shot have? So now let's get the number of likes over here. So we can actually get that from this function, I think, or maybe we should write a different function for this. Okay, so for that I'm going to make a different component here. Now let's copy this and not copy, let's cut this from here, and I can make a new component, const like numbers name show number of likes, and we can write it like this and return the JSX. And here we can pass the short ID. So short ID, which will be a type of string. So we need to write it like this, short ID, which will be a type of string, and remove this and this, and based on that we are going to fetch the number of likes. So we can, let's go with the autocomplete. Okay, this is giving very bad code. So I can get the data and I do not need these. I can get the query key. Query key will be number of likes and also the short ID here. Okay, and then query function. Now here I can write const number, and this will be await get like count, and I can pass the short ID here. Okay, and return the number here. Okay, now I can copy this and go to the actions, and I'm going to actually write all this, the functions that are being used in the profile page. I'm going to write all inside the short file. So I can write export const this asynchronous. This will require short id, which will be a type of string, and then use try and catch here, and we can write const like count, where upload id will be short id, and we actually need only the count here. So yeah, we are going to get the count. Yeah, we are using the count. So I can return the count like count, otherwise I can return 0 here. Okay, this should, what is the problem? Yeah, this should be like this, and now we do not have any problems. I can just import that here and use that count. So data, the data is number or undefined, so I can use like this. Now I can use that here, show number of likes, and pass the short id to be short dot id. Okay, and now this should show me the number of likes. Yeah, this has 1 1 1 and 1. All of these have number of likes 1. Now outside this div, make one more div, give this a class name, and write it like this. Position will be absolute, bottom 7, a text sm, a w full bg gradient to top. Okay, from neutral 600, to transparent. Okay, and rounded lg, and we are going to use the show title. So if the show title is true, then we are going to do nothing, otherwise opacity is 0, and transition all, and duration will be 200 milliseconds is in. Okay, and add one more div, give this a class name of flex item center, justify between w full p3 py5 and p310. Okay, and then we can add the p tag at the class name here of text white, font medium, and then we can use the short title, short dot title here, and this is going to look like this. Okay, now they are all coming at once. So actually what we can do here, we can use that state over here. Okay, now if I save this, now they should come one by one. Okay, I think render more shorts than previous render. Okay, so I think I'm doing this wrong. So what we can do, we can make a new component here, and this will be const each liked short. Okay, like this, return, and I can just cut div from here and pass it over here. Okay, and I'm now going to need these things over here, and I'm also going to need the function. So let's paste here, and this should be here, and now let's get the short. So short, and this will be type of short data type. And now only thing that is left to do is to remove this, add small braces, and add the each like short, and pass the short which will be short. Now let's save. Now this problem should now be gone. Okay, as you can see, now I can go here and come back to the like short, and I'm not getting that problem. Okay, so now let's work on this functionality where we can actually unlike this post, and by doing this post will be removed from here. And let's make this pink, and I don't know why I am not able to make this pink, and I do not want to waste much time, so I'm going to use heart icon from Jet, and I'm going to fill this with pink color, and this is the hex code for that. Okay, and stroke width will be 0. Okay, yeah, much better. Okay, and now when I click on this should be unliked. So for that we can go to this heading component, and maybe we can get that, yeah, this function. So get this one and paste it over here. So first we need the like mutation, and let's import this. This will be for profile, so I'm going to change this, and we need the user ID. Okay, so and we are only getting the data, so which is the number, and then here we can pass the short ID. Okay, let's import this function, and we do not need to actually check for this, and let's get a session, I think so. We can get the session from use session over here. Now let's import this, and let's also import the router. So we can write const router is equals to use router from next navigation, and the only thing is this on close short, which I don't think we need in this case. So I'm going to remove this, and I can now add this. Okay, so on click like toggle. Okay, and after unlocking the short, we are going to need to actually refetch our data. So let's copy this, and let's add this over here. Okay, refresh. Okay, and yeah, now we have 111, and okay, now we have 111. Now if I click on this, I think I have unlocked this. Okay, as you can see, I unlocked the short, but that did not immediately remove that short from here. So we can make a state or a hook that will change its value and refetch this data. So we can go over here, and I can make one more folder that will be profile, and I can write use like.ts. Let's copy this. Okay, interface use like profile store. This will have like profile boolean set like profile. Okay, and export const. Let's remove this from here. I can just copy this, paste over here, remove the use from here, create like profile store set. Okay, and let's auto complete this. Let's type ourselves. Okay, so now with this done, I can just save this and let's import that over here. Const use like profile store. I can get the like profile and pass it as a query key. Copy this and then I can just import that here as well. And this time I need the set profile like profile, and on toggling this I can change the value. So set like profile to whatever its value is. So let's import that as well, like profile. Now let's save, refresh it, and now that should work. Okay, now if I click on this, that should refetch our data. And as you can see, now we have only 2 shots here, so that is working. So yeah, this is all we have to do on the like page. Now we can work on the collection page. So let's go over here. So in the collection page, I have already page.tsx. Now make one more component, that would be show collections.tsx, and I'm going to make this simple. You can obviously redefine this, but for this tutorial purpose I'm going to make this simple so that you can actually work on this a little bit more from your side and learn something on your own. Okay, so I'm going to get all the collection data which we are going to call the collection data. Use query key will be collections, which will be profile, and query function asynchronous, and let's get our collections. So collections is equals to await get collections for user, and then return the collections. Okay, now we can go to the like shot, and we can actually copy this, and again go back here and paste it here. This will be collection data dot collections, and change this to collection. Okay, and now we have to change this. Now what I'm going to do, actually I'm just going to show the first save upload image and the name of the collection here, but we can do a lot more here. Like we can add a model that will open up when we click on the collection to show all the shots inside that, and then we can add functionality to remove and add that stuff. But that is just a repetition that we have already done in our series, but I encourage you guys to do that. Okay, so I'm going to remove this and we can edit it. Okay, and let's use curly braces here. Okay, since I have to use that function again that we have used in the like shot component, so return, and I can write it like this. Now let's go to like shot and let's get this function, this both. Okay, and let's paste it over here, and this time we do not have to pass this. Let's import this. We can remove this from here, and this will be just collection dot saves dot okay I think I have to go. Okay, so inside the saves we have this, so this is essentially this. Okay, upload dot items, and I think this was 0. Yeah, after this I can use that over here. So I can go back here and copy these two things and paste over here, and I can import the image. So import image from next image, and after that I can write the collection name. So p text center, maybe pt3, text sm, font medium, and I can write collection name. So collection dot name. Let's save this, and I think I will get this error. So in the collection saves upload, this is saying this upload. This is saying that upload is not defined. Let's go over here, and I think we are not getting the upload in our data here. Okay, let's go to this function, include upload, include items. I should be getting my upload here, so why not? Let's console the data. Collection data dot collections. Let's add something here. Yeah, so I think I'm not getting the data here. Oh, I'm getting the data A. So these are the collections. Inside I have saved, so save is 0 here. Here it is also 0. Here it is 1, and here it is 1. So if this is 0, if we are not finding anything here, then I can return. So I can just write something here. If the collection dot saves dot length is 0, then we are going to return null. Okay, and as you can see, we are just getting third, fourth, but in the add collection and second we do not have anything here. So for this we can do one thing. Okay, so we can do one thing here, like if the collection dot saves the length is 0, then we can maybe add a div like this. Yeah, and maybe we can make this h full, w full, and bg something like this. BG slate maybe 800. Yeah, why that disappears. Yeah, much better. I can go with the 300, and we can get around it, or maybe LG. Let's make this center. So flex item center, justify center. much better. Yeah, much better. So what you need to do is, when we click on this, you just have to open the collection model that we already made, and inside that you have to show the collections. And when we click on the collections, you have to show the all the shorts that has been saved inside the collection. Okay, and then also the functionality to remove the collections, so the shorts from a collection. Okay, or move collection to, sorry, or move short to another collection. So you can add this kind of functionalities here. With this, I think we are done with all the functionalities, all the pages, and this will be end for this I think series. So now what we are going to do, we are going to actually deploy this on the Vercel. Okay, yeah, so I think everything is working. Yeah, everything is working. So now I'm going to start working on the deployment part.